Britain's Guardian newspaper reports that newly released WikiLeaks cables show the U.S. Embassy in Paris advised Washington to start a military-style trade war against any European Union country which opposed genetically modified crops. In response to moves by France to ban a Monsanto GM corn variety in late 2007, the ambassador, Craig Stapleton, a friend and business partner of the former U.S. President George W. Bush, asked Washington to penalize the EU and particularly countries which did not support the use of GM crops. Stapleton, who with Bush co-owned the St. Louis-based Texas Rangers baseball team in the 1990s, is on the record as writing, quote, "Country Team Paris recommends that we calibrate a target retaliation list that causes some pain across the EU, since this is a collective responsibility, but that also focuses in part on the worst culprits. The list should be measured rather than vicious and must be sustainable over the long term, since we should not expect an early victory. Moving to retaliation will make clear that the current path has real costs to EU interests and could help strengthen European pro-biotech voices." In other newly released cables, U.S. diplomats around the world are found to have pushed GM crops as a strategic government and commercial imperative. Because many Catholic bishops in developing countries have been vehemently opposed to the controversial crops, the U.S. applied particular pressure to the Pope's advisors. Cables from the U.S. Embassy in the Vatican show that the U.S. believes the Pope is broadly supportive of the crops after sustained lobbying of senior Holy See advisors, but regrets that he has not yet stated his support. The U.S. State Department Special Advisor on Biotechnology, as well as government biotech advisors based in Kenya, lobbied Vatican insiders to persuade the Pope to declare his backing. One cable reads, quote, "Opportunities exist to press the issue with the Vatican and, in turn, to influence a wide segment of the population in Europe and the developing world." In addition, the cables show U.S. diplomats working directly for GM companies such as Monsanto.